Hi friends, it's Lindy from Lovely Villain Designs. Today I want to show you how to make a double pocket using a cardboard template, as cardboard, chipboard. What I used was a cracker box. And I want to show you, first of all, the template that I used. I just made it myself. Now, I know some people want to have specific dimensions for this sort of thing, so I've written them out. I will put them in the description of the video so you'll have them as well. But I want you to know that they don't have to be specifically these measurements. The only thing that you'll want to make sure of is that the bottom measurement is all the same. So you'll see on these that each one is 4¼ inches across the bottom. Other than that, the base piece can be as big as you want. And then the other two will just fit, and I'll show you here, as a double pocket. And they will actually be reversible, so you could have pockets going the other way, and I'll show you that here. So it's something that you can flip around depending on what pattern is on your paper. Maybe there's something you're going to want to stick out and show. So that's something that you can figure out. And here I'll show you one that I made using this template. And you'll see, it's a little tight there. It's new and I just glued it in. There's 1, 2 pockets on it, and then you could put a pocket on the side. You could even put a pocket on the top, either side, the top. So you'll also see in a minute here that you should be able to just take 2 rectangles that are the same size and cut them down to make a template that you can then keep in your stash to use. So I'm using some collage paper that I made that I'm going to have this in my shop here very soon if it's not already. Is a paper pack, a collage paper pack. I love making collage papers. So I'm trimming off the edges here. And then you'll see how easy it is to use this template. So I've got the paper, and I did want to kind of decide where I wanted to start, but look how easy this is. Okay, so I take the template and I take my pencil and trace around it. And I know some people like measurements and some people are intimidated by measurements. And I don't usually like to deal with measurements. So don't let that put you off of doing this one, because look, you'll see I literally just had 2 pieces of cracker box that were the same size. I just used the front and the back of the box, cut off all the flaps. And then do you see, look, it just is the 2 of them, and the second one is just cut at an angle with a little height to it. You can see. And so my measurements, you don't need to use the measurements that I'm giving you. I'm just giving that to anyone who who feels like it would be helpful for them. But just make a template, keep it in your stash, because this is a really cool thing to be able to use in your junk journals. So I'm going to just cut this out. You'll see it's such a simple project. This is absolutely a good project for absolute beginners. So I'm cutting it out, and I'll turn it over. And it does help if you're using paper that is not directional or not necessarily directional. You wouldn't want to necessarily have like an upside down bird on the top. Now you'll see I do have something upside down on the bottom, but because this collage paper is kind of a little abstract, it doesn't really matter a whole lot, in my opinion. So I'm going to ink up the edges just because I want to differentiate the pockets a little bit so you can see them a little better. just kind of crunch it up a little. And of course, that part is optional. You don't have to do that. You may not want to do it. You may not need to do it. But mine, because it was all kind of a similar color, I wanted to kind of highlight the edges of the pockets a little bit. So there you can see. Now you could just put it in your journal this way as a single pocket, and that would look nice too. Or you could use the smaller one. You don't have to make it a double or triple pocket like this. So having this template in your stash will be something that will be incredibly useful in many, many ways. So I'm just going to glue down right along the edges. You can see my hand got jostled a little bit there. It doesn't even have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect in this. Nothing is perfect in our junk journal world. That's the way we like it. So I've got one pocket down, and now I'll glue the second one down. My hands are a little unsteady sometimes, and that's okay. There, have the second one glued down. If I do, when I do have this collage paper in our shop, I'll try to remember to put a link in the description of the video so you can go take a look at it. So now I'm just going to put it into the journal that I've been working on. And I decided I'm going to put it here. And here you can see I'm going to make a pocket on the right side. So I'm just going to glue the top, left, and bottom. And then I'll have the right side open for pocket. So that's it. Super, super simple. This is a project that anyone can do, even though, like I said, seeing the measurements at the beginning may seem a little intimidating, but don't let it intimidate you. You can do this. If I can do this, you can definitely do this. So thanks for watching. We hope you'll join us for another video. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're always happy to help if we can. And here I'm showing you where the pockets are. So there you go. Again, any questions, let us know. And we appreciate you joining us. Please come back for more videos.